To all of you, I'm curious if you could put your finger on one of the biggest challenges facing all next-gen ADCs. What do you think? What do you think it is? Is there one particular aspect of CMC that poses the biggest challenge to these advanced molecules?
In my view, there are two. Yeah, one, of course, definitely for small companies, cost is the consideration, and but B is actually geographical separation of quality CDMOs in regards to production of three main components on the GMP scale, right? And that ties into commercial scale manufacturing that would need to be done in US ultimately, right? So the logistics often represents, I think, the biggest one of the biggest concerns in addition to costs. Yes.
Oh, yeah. So just to amplify what Borys was saying, one of the biggest challenges in CMC and supply chain is something that's sort of new to us in the last few years, and that's the geopolitical risks or concerns. You never used to hear that concern really, 10, 15 years ago. The majority of the ADCs going into the clinic or even the commercial ADCs, they are made by contract manufacturing. And there's a limited number of contract manufacturers. A lot of the companies and capacity are in Asia and in China in particular. So it's very common for me to get asked this question about where do you go to get materials manufactured for clinical trials and ultimately for commercial launch. And then a lot of that capacity is not in the United States. It's in China or Asia or Europe. And then how do you deal with those risks? That I would say this is a common theme, particularly in the last few years, and one of the main challenges.
And Tyler, one thing I'd add, and from the CMC perspective, and in fact, I can give some insights from some friends who've recently spent time looking at Chinese assets here, is when you think about like how you make the ADC. So in the case of like newer conjugation enzymes, there's a whole host of new pieces or reagents that need to be validated, they need to be sourced, they need to be actually pressure tested as to are these things scale up. Like it's a one thing to have a cool poster at AACR or something with some neat chemistry and design, but like can Lonza make it or someone else is and can they make it under GMP, and can you have enough purity, all of the parts and pieces from the analytical side. Like I think that's where folks who are interested need to continue to do diligence on the process itself, because before it was okay, MC coupling, val ala, val cit, here's my exatecan or whatever, and those things are out there, or even the auristatins as Morris mentioned. But as you're doing these complex branch linkers with enzymes and non-natural amino acids, and you go through the whole list, I think you need to be thinking about these things and how scalable to a viable drug product with good cost of goods. All of that is really important when you're thinking through the your ADC platform.
Thank you all. You guys touched on the geopolitical environment and the interesting kind of manufacturability considerations for ADCs. And I promise the conversation is going there. I see some audience questions coming through regarding manufacturability. But first, I want to talk a little bit more about analytics. Before we do, I wanted to just hear your thoughts on the response to this first poll question here. It looks like majority of people are facing difficulty when it comes to scaling their manufacturing. How does that resonate with you guys? Does that sound about right? Is that surprising? And more importantly, do you have any advice, generic advice for these folks?
I'll start on that one. So I think that if you look at an ADC and break it up into pieces, the antibody piece, that's one could say from a manufacturing perspective, a mature industry. So the development and scale-up of antibodies is fairly straightforward. What could become a bit of an exception to that is, as we're starting to see bispecific ADCs or multi-specific entities, and then attaching payloads to them, that gets to be more complex in terms of characterizing them analytically or developing scale-up processes for them, because sometimes those molecules can be more prone to degradation, aggregation, et cetera, upon development and scale-up. The linker payload is small molecule manufacture, but some of the fairly straightforward to do and scale up. But as we get into some of these newer payload classes, we may find that there are scale up issues there as well. And then the last thing I'll say is some of the newer payloads, and starting with the exatecans, they're less potent than the earlier generation payloads that were used with ADCs. And that means higher dosing and more frequent dosing in patients. It means you need more supply, and it's gaining access to that supply and how you do scale up that will become key issues in the years ahead, I think.
Thank you, Borys.
Just want to add to that, Taylor. I think what comes to my mind on top of what Borys already mentioned, some newer technologies that involve non-natural amino acid incorporation into the antibody, prone to lower yields, and that would definitely limit the scale-up procedures in general. What comes to my mind is also enzymatic conjugation, may require totally different scales of enzyme produced in addition, to the conjugation itself. So, some of those are a couple of limitations that, I see lately.
Yeah. Thank you, Borys. I did want to talk about analytics, but I saw a really good question come in here from Zhao. Zhao asked, regarding CMC practices for the ADC drug substance, specifically critical material attributes, do you think we should qualify the novel linker payload as an API similar to traditional ADCs, or do you think just treating it as a critical raw material, which could simplify the CMC approach? Curious to hear thoughts on that. Any answers for Zhao?
I think that's an interesting possibility to try to make the regulatory path, let's say, simpler, if you will. But I think where one's going to face hurdles is there's still significant differences between the different geographies, whether you're seeking approval in the US versus Europe versus China, as to how that would be regarded, whether you could treat the linker payload as a critical raw material. And that, I think the question implies, do you have to do fewer steps GMP, or do you have to not do a GMP? I'm not sure one could do that. I don't see that in the near future, if you will.